What's up, everybody? Tendo here, and I've got a real simple day for you today. And today's going to be rather simple because I've already spent about 90% of the day over there on my computers doing some work, getting some stuff done that I've just been behind on. And it's getting late, sun's about to go down, I'm just now leaving the house, but I gotta go get a couple things sold to some people, a couple offer-up deals, and then I have to go meet Hannah, and then we're gonna maybe go to a thrift store or something. But don't expect one of those giant Tendo and Hannah hour-long episodes today. It's gonna be pretty short, but tomorrow we'll make up for it, I promise. Someone's on their way to buy this old arcade off of me. Kind of a bummer. Wish I could keep it, but I'm just out of space. One of these days when I get more space, I'll just have to buy another one. All right, the guy just drove off with the arcade cabinet just in time because the sun's going down. Now, I've got to grab one more thing out of my storage unit because someone else is going to meet me in a couple hours to buy this. It's kind of hard to see. It's a bike trailer. So you check this out. It's a one-wheel bike trailer. I was gonna fix it up and pull it with my bike, but I just need to get most of this stuff out of here. So let's go do something with that. Let's go hopefully get something to eat because I'm starving. And then I don't know what after that. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I've got something in the van that needs to go in the storage unit. All right, look who it is. What do you want to do right now? You want to eat something or you want to thrift?
Both.
Same time, so go through a drive-through and then take it into the thrift store.
That'll work.
Good idea. All right, let me put this up. I'm gonna have some chippy chips as well. Not Cheetos though. My hand straight up went for the Cheetos. Sun chips. They're out of olives. Back away slowly. They were out of black olives. I can't really think of too many things that would be worse. Maybe if they were out of cookies, I guess that would have been worse, but I love black olives. Subway's not exactly what I wanted tonight, but we're gonna meet a guy across the street from here selling that bicycle cart. So I kind of just want to stay close and not waste a lot of extra time driving around. To be honest with you, one of the hardest things about selling in person opposed to eBay, et cetera, is about half the people you'll meet to sell them something are gonna waste your time. It's half and half. So I kind of, when I have multiple items to sell, I try to do whatever I can and fight as hard as I need to get them all to come to me at about the same time so I can waste as little time as possible and then get back to regular work. So the Subway shares a parking lot with my favorite game store, Zero Records. So we've got about 30 minutes before we need to meet the next guy. So let's go see if we can't find something very nice. So all of the markdown games are in these bins right here, and every time I come, it seems like there's one less bin. There's 3 right now, and then there's 2 missing. There used to be 2 more over here. So it looks like they're really probably trying to change up what they keep in stock here, which sucks because this is legit the best, the absolute best place in town for dollar markdown games. So hopefully that's not what's happening, but it definitely looks like it. Because look, 1, 2, 3, then nothing. Ooh, I want this Hulk game so bad. I see it every time. Why won't they mark it down? There's actually some Dreamcast games in here. There's a kid over here going ham on the Guitar Hero drums. Just absolute ham. Can't show you because, you know, can't put kids on the internet. But he's going ham. Just use your imagination. I think he quit. Yep, put the sticks down. Kind of just trying to find something to take a chance on and play. Paperboy's a good one. I played that a lot growing up. What is this? Draken with an H. Is that H necessary? Is this H silent?
Draken.
Draken. I guess I'll get that. Maybe we'll try that out. I'm sure there's nothing else here though. I pretty much have everything else that's here. So there's a bunch of Star Wars books here, and I don't really plan on buying any here, but I am quite curious how much they go for here. Because these are some books that I saw at Goodwill yesterday and the day before. $5, $4. Just look at some prices. $5. These are all paperback, mind you. $5, $4, $5. Here's one from the New Jedi Order, $5. Okay, so this is answering some questions I had about what their value is in case I've ever had the opportunity to resell them. $5. Yeah, I think I'm seeing a pattern. Good to know. I've been getting a lot of good tips from you guys though, from which Star Wars books I should read. There's probably 10 or 12 people that are watching and commenting regularly that seem to know what's good. So if you see anything I should get, definitely let me know. Right. Exactly. Yeah, no, it's
Like you could have used.
So that is the second time in 2 days that I've said Star Wars books to this camera, and somebody that overhears me has gotten really excited. Yesterday, I was at a thrift store and someone was like, oh, there's a bunch of Star Wars books over here. That was awesome. Today, a guy was like super excited because he loves Star Wars books so much that he read like all of them from high school. Like since high school, he's read them all. And he was giving me a bunch of good tips on which Star Wars books to look at and which ones, you know, would be good to read. And I really appreciated it. But I kind of had to cut him short because we got to get over here and sell this guy this cart. And yeah, I mean, just reselling in person can be really inconvenient. I've already said that tonight. But it is a necessary evil. It's not something I'm complaining about. But if you're watching and you watch people like me do this and you're thinking about doing it, that's all good. You can do it. But it can be really inconvenient having to meet people at a specific time. Because I could have stood there and talked to that guy about Star Wars books all night. Hannah wouldn't have much cared for that. But I would have talked about Star Wars books all night. All right, we went on to a Goodwill. We're here to do a little shopping. Probably not going to go to another Goodwill after this. We still have a lot of work to go back home to do today. So it's going to be an itty bitty Tendo video today. Don't be mad at me, okay? Bleach Shonen Jump manga. Cool. Oh, sweet. Star Wars. Ooh, there's two more. Bunch of Star Wars. There's not really anything in the electronics shelf. Bunch of Wii steering wheels. Probably the only interesting thing over here is this horse riding helmet.
There's a very interesting shaped duck here. Why is his head shaped that way? Why? I am having some trouble finding things because two reasons. I have walked through the jeans section already and the shoe section. Everything is just really empty. I'm not really sure why, because tomorrow is half off Saturday, so I usually assume that Friday before they like restock to get everything ready. But that's not the case today. Everything's just like bare. The other thing is that everything is really expensive. I've been looking at some stuff. I'm like, ooh, this little blue china set's really pretty. There's a lot of pieces here, but I'm like, I bet you any money it is super expensive. I move this little cup here. Boom. Very expensive. No, thank you. Why?
I'm gonna have an Oreo Shamrock McFlurry and a 10-piece nugget, a small fry, and some honey mustard.
So we currently don't have the Shamrock Shake.
Why?
So we're at McDonald's right now because that guy that we were going to sell the bike cart to, he stood us up, which is kind of funny that it happened today because I was just kind of mentioning on today's episode how reselling in person can be a bit of a waste of a time. And that really stands true. Listen, I know there's a lot of resellers watching, and there's probably plenty of you guys that meet people in person on OfferUp, Craigslist, etc., and sell stuff. So I'm definitely down to have a conversation in the comments below, or even over on the Discord, about how much this happens to you. Because I find, to be completely honest with you, about half of the time people we resell to in person are either late or just complete time wasters. Now listen, I'm sure all of you have strategies to kind of keep those people at bay, and maybe some of you are chomping at the bit to give me advice. And listen, we've thought it all through. We've spent time reselling to people in person by just demanding they come to us, no exceptions. If you're not coming, we're not selling it to you. And then that way we're at least at home and we can just walk out to the parking lot on the other side of our apartment complex and sell to people there. We've done all the strategies, but still, like today, I've met 3 people to resell things. One person was incredibly late, and I should have left. I should have been a less nice person and just left them. Another person was perfectly fine and on time, and a third person was a complete no-show. The guy with the bike cart just completely no-showed us.
Why?
And, I guess the best you can do is just report the person as a no-show, and hopefully, maybe the app does something about it and doesn't let them do it to other people. But it is what it is. We definitely prefer to just sell on eBay and not to meet people in parking lots. But we're trying to take a big trip here coming up, so we're doing double duty and doing both at the same time. But I just kind of wanted to share this experience, not because I'm trying to give advice or I'm trying to get advice, but I wanted to share it because I know there's a lot of people that dabble in various forms of resale that watch, and maybe there's some of you guys thinking about getting into it. And just listen, reselling in person, Craigslisting it up, it can be difficult. But it's funny because it can also be great. There are days when we sell 5 items in one day and we meet 5 people in a row and it's just boom, 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 and it goes off without a chain. And the very next day, 3 people stand you up. It's just really random and it happens. All right, guys, we're back in the game room. Let's run through everything that we got. First of all, I got some chicken nuggies because that salad just didn't cut it today. After that long, nice conversation with that gentleman in the bookstore, I actually was able to go buy some actual Star Wars books from the thrift. Star Wars Darth Bane, Dynasty of Evil. Looks dope. Star Wars Crosscurrent. I thought it said Coruscant, but it does not. And the only game that I bought today, I definitely want you guys to comment below if you know anything about it. It's Draken with an H. I've never played it, but I'm not going to play it tonight because we actually have some more work to do tonight, so I'm going to go right back to work after this. But comment below if the game's worth playing, and a lot of you will probably comment before I even wake up tomorrow because we got some early birds that like to comment before I even wake up. Let me know if I should play it. Maybe if there's enough comments when I do wake up, I'll give it a shot. What else do you have to say about that? Silly is what that is. Just plain old silly. But it's one I don't have, so I'll put it on the shelf, and I don't know what I'll do with the second one. Probably just give it to somebody. But I never thought I would find that many amiibo ever at the thrift store. So it's kind of exciting, but then it's not because it was all those guys.
Why?
I don't even know what its name is. Do you?
It was on there.
Lottie? All right.
So you got one to open and one to keep?
One to open, one to keep. I don't even have any of the games that these go with. Oh, well. I also got a pink dice, probably the coolest thing that I got today. I'm going to go put it in my dice machine right now, my gumball dice machine. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching this super short episode. Now, come back tomorrow because we're going to have a big adventure tomorrow. We've already got it all planned out. I promise it's going to be worth it. But before you go, do me some favors. Mark your calendars. Every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we do a live podcast, and I'm just going to beat a drum for the rest of my life about this until you all come and hang out at once, because it's really what we're putting a lot of our effort into right now, trying to find cool, engaging things to do and to talk about on this podcast. So mark your calendar. And then before you go, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. That's super important. I need more subs. We went up a bunch today, and if you could just continue to sub, all you new people that are dropping in right now, I'd appreciate that. And then we also have a community Discord for those of you that are interested in coming by and chatting about the things you've seen at the thrift store. Come by the Discord and tell me if you've ever seen Amiibo at the thrift store. I'd love to know. The link for that is below. Now, everybody that is subscribed, make sure that you hit that notification bell, turn those notifications on. So when we do that podcast, when we do post that big video tomorrow, you'll get a notification as soon as we do those things. You can come back then and hang out with us then. But until then, guys, peace out.
Why?